Hi everyone, it's Hani here. I'm so excited about this new cookie decorating tutorial. Today I'm going to share with you how to make iconic Volkswagen Beetle cookies. You can also find step-by-step picture tutorial on my blog hanielas.com. To make the cookies, you're going to need cookies in the shape of a Beetle car and royal icing to decorate. And then also you can get the template, cut it out, and then trace the outlines onto the cookie using an edible marker. I'm using brown edible marker here, and the brand I like to use for this, it's called Food Doodlers. Maybe you've heard of this brand. You can also find list of tools that I'm using in today's tutorial on my blog, and I'm going to put a link in the description box. Now to start, we're going to create support lines in the tire section and also above the tire. I believe this section is called fender, and I'm doing these lines to prevent cratering. We're going to let them crust and then we'll pipe extra layer of icing on top, and that crusted line is going to keep that icing from sinking and creating craters or dimples. This is especially this is a problem, or this could be a problem when you're icing narrow sections, small sections. And so that's why I'm doing it. Now with a flat square brush dipped in water, spread a thin layer of black icing. I'm using 20-second consistency here. When I say dipped in water, I don't mean that the brush is saturated with water. I mean it's damp. Dip it in water and then blot it on a paper towel. And then to create some shading, we can pipe white lines across, and then with a smaller brush, also kind of a square brush. This brush is called filbert, 1/4 inch filbert. It has rounded edge. You want to use damp brush and then run it over the lines until you're happy with how the windows look. And now once the lines that we did previously are crusted, we can work on the tires. So I'm going to outline the inner circle and then outer circle and then fill the section, adding the icing on top of that crusted zigzag line I made at the very beginning. Now this line, like I said, it's important so we don't have craters, but it's also important that you don't disturb this line. So when you're trying to smooth the icing, try not to go too deep with your scribe tool so you don't dislodge this line, and then repeat the process on the other side. To make the windows, if you're struggling with the frame location situation there, you can use a smaller template and a scribe tool and scratch the icing so you know where exactly you need to pipe the frames. For this, I'm using 15-second consistency royal icing, and I colored my royal icing with royal blue food coloring, and I added just a touch of black to mute it down. I'm actually using 2 shades of blue. So the top section that I'm doing now, it's dark blue, and then the fender section, that's the section below or above below the dark blue or above the tire, that's going to be lighter blue. If you are new to cookie decorating and you are wondering what is she talking about, like I don't know what 15-second, 20-second consistency means. So if you are new, I have a plethora of information on my blog hanielas.com. I'm going to put a really useful blog post in the description box that covers all things royal icing. There's 50+ questions, commonly asked questions and answers, so you can find your answer there. Now we can do the fender. Like I said, you have to have icing crusted, so the dark blue needs to be crusted and also tire has to be crusted. Now make the light with yellow, 20-second, and now we can make the wheel. For the wheel, I'm using white royal icing, 20-second consistency here. You could also do a little dot in the middle if you are worried about the cratering, but I'm trying not to pile it up. If you don't add too much royal icing, cratering is not a problem, but if you add too much in a small section, it could be a problem. So that's why I did the lines before in a tire section and the fender section. Now once everything crusts, we can add the bottom. I'm using light gray royal icing, again about 20-second consistency. And then we're going to make taillights. To make the taillights, I'm using white and red royal icing. And I'm going to pipe these next to each other without waiting. I'm not waiting for the icing to crust, so I'm just going to pipe the red and then smooth it and shape it with a scribe tool. Now to add some details, we can start by outlining portion of the cookie with piping consistency blue royal icing. And then we're gonna have to let the icing dry because I will be using edible marker, and to draw on icing, royal icing needs to be dry, and it's going to take anywhere from 6 to 8 hours for the icing to dry, sometimes even longer. It depends on the environment and also how much food coloring you used in your royal icing. To make the door handle, I'm using blue edible marker, and I'm just going to draw rectangle here and fill it, and then we can pipe a handle over it with gray royal icing. This is 20-second consistency here, and use your scribe tool to shape the handle. And that's how you can make these popular, friendly, iconic Volkswagen Beetle Cookies. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here and for watching this tutorial. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it thumbs up. I will see you next time.